Hi, my name's Bruce. If you didn't already know that, this channel is probably not where your time is best spent. Uh, it's really only intended to keep friends and family updated with what I'm up to here in my time in Indonesia. It's Saturday evening, and as the rice factory enhancements are coming along, the bathroom got some privacy film on the windows, which is good. Jubaedah's brought some cleaning products down. Got to bring down the toothpaste and his toothbrush yet. A whole lot of stuff for the kitchen has been moved down. Not sure he really needs the window view blocked, but oh well. So there's plates and things there now. I think probably the electric jug's more here for the workers than for Bendy at this point. Just like she brought the rice down for the workers. So additional furniture has been brought down from the house. That did have the broken mirror in it, which got broken worse. And I was thinking you could just stick a new one over the top of it, but it's been removed. So they've retrieved some parts for reuse, I guess. But, yeah, so it's warm in here. So I told Jubaedah, you want just to build a house for you to have extra cleaning to do. But I'm betting that's what's going to happen. It's already Tuesday, so it's going to be a short video this week, I think. That's because Jubaedah was out all day Monday. She doesn't like me setting foot outside the door when she's out, although I did end up having a few trips across to the shed. Then yesterday we went to the doctor in the afternoon. It would have been the regular visit, but it's a bit earlier than usual because Ramadan starts tomorrow, so it's easier to go when not fasting on. Yeah, so Johnny was still around doing jobs, so yesterday had him replace the pump at the shed because that was doing this is a click, this is a click, this is a click sufficiently that after 30 litres of water it would overheat and stop for a while. So I put a new one on there. Also fixed up the downpipe that had popped out of the guttering across the front, and then had him have a look at my recliner chair, which was it's a 30-year-old recliner chair, and it has had much work over the years, but it was reached a stage where it really needed more work. It was sort of dropping down on the right side, so that some of the linkages were actually scraping along the bottom rail. It doesn't lock into the upright position anymore because the springs have failed due to work hardening, so couldn't really get compatible springs for it. But anyway, they sorted out the recliner a bit so that it doesn't drop down on the rail on the right hand side anymore, but it still doesn't lock on the upright position because they didn't have springs. But let's see what's happened here. Okay, so the fact that there's a gap over there indicates there might be a hole through the wall later.
Waiting for connection.
And they're setting up the sound system, so I'll have to shut down soon. I should check in this office to see what more of my tools should go back to the shed. Yep, there's my impact driver. I think those bolt cutters look a bit more worse for wear. That black reel there, I'll grab that because that's for the extension cord that's gone back to the shed. Concrete vibrator that can go back sometime. That'll do for now. I haven't been down to check on the state of the cocoa pods for a while. Yeah, they seem to have flourished in my inattention. So that was that tree. This one hasn't done much, but this one's trying to make up for it. So, up top, down low, all over. And this one's got a red one and a yellow and a green one hiding behind it. And this one, like the second one, is not contributing yet. I can only speculate why there's a coconut shooting on top of the tents. She's a good mum, giving her kids piggybacks. It's Wednesday afternoon. Panas, i.e. thermally hot outside as usual. So I'm wearing a hat. I think I mentioned before, in Indonesian there's two words for hot. There's panas, which is thermally hot, and pedas, which is spicily hot. Very handy. So I'm not real clear on how this thing's going to work yet. But we seem to have more film in front of it here. Okay, I just had the explanation from Azra. So at the back here in this hole there'll be a big blower. Looks like an old truck engine or car engine hooked up to a blower. So quite substantial. And the idea is to get the humidity of the rice down to 15%. And then it goes through that hole. There will be a hole there to go into the rice processing area. So Azra's building a fence around here to be able to put the mesh on to keep chooks out. So we have mirrors in both bathrooms in Benny's house now. Just about done. Around here the rice growing season is all year round by the look of it, because this has only barely come off. And they're already preparing for the next crop and on the way to Panambang. Was it yesterday? Day before, Monday. There was some rice already being planted out. And it's Thursday, first day of Ramadan. Today's actually a holiday for most of the workers. I can see that Azra is ready to move some rice. Rice drying continues though. There's different tarps, black tarps. They might be more efficient. There's a little more of the heat. But yeah, so limited activity today. But my outside power outlet that was over there, I got that back, but it looks like I'm not getting the cable back. Oh well, that's probably what that is. There's paddy at the south side of the shed, or the paddies at the south side of the shed, look to be prepared, ready for planting. So over there in the green patch, see over there, that's the nursery patch. So I'll collect the rice seedlings from there and plant them out in these sometime soon, and it'll all start again. We have these citrus trees here, but I never seem to see any fruit on them. But I did actually see a small one on here. There it is over there. But it doesn't look real healthy to me, this tree. And then I look up here and I say, well, hang on. There's a fruit, and a fruit, and a fruit. I think we have a passion fruit growing up through the tree. Oh well, it's producing fruit of one kind or another. And looking at these trees here, well, this is Jamaica cherry, so you get these tiny, tiny little green spherical fruits that the kids seem to like. Never actually tried one myself. And that citrus doesn't seem to be doing much. This one is obviously a jambu. There's bigger jambu on there than we get on Jubaedah's tree over there. They're down low, so the kids will be into those. Well, it's Friday morning and the guys are back at work, so Ezra's truckload of rice has been unloaded. Wonder what they're up to over here. So there's rice out for drying. It's been a fairly dry week. There's only been about 80 millimetres of rain this week, which is relatively small. Being Friday morning, I need to download all the clips from the camera and see what I've got to do an upload of. But yeah, so this is the fence to try and keep the chickens off the tiles. Jubaedah gets fed up with cleaning up after them. And you kind of think, well, what are the chickens doing on there? There's obviously no food there for them, but that doesn't stop them. But yeah, so these guys are hard at it. Still transferring rock from out the front. Not quite sure what the purpose of all this is going to be, but we'll find out in due course. There's still plenty of rock out the front where they dump it along the road. Yep. These guys are a bit worried about me. I'm not quite sure of my intentions. Okay. You don't know. Okay. Yeah, anyway, it's going to be a short week, but I'll wrap it up with this.